Welcome. It's Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Sweet Bee. And you can find me, Bernice Bisson, psychic.com. We're going to start with some of the astrology at the top. I'm going to have messages for all the signs, and then I'm going to take a couple of calls. And so if I can get to two people, I usually talk too much and kind of go down rabbit holes. And then there I am. But let's start at the top. We're going to start with Aries, and this could be sun, moon, or rising. I could go into all the planetary. I mean, we have the finger of Yod this week. That's kind of showing up in our natal charts and in the energy of between these eclipses. So it's some pretty intense energy. Be patient with people. But let's start with our Aries. So the message for our Aries is no matter what happens and no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you'll somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose. Remember that, Aries, because you're almost there. You have that chironic wound, that asteroid that's being healed in a very, very deep way for you. Let's keep going. Let's go to Tauruses. Again, sun, moon, or rising, our lovely little Tauruses. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages when you feel like you're alone in a situation. Just know that you never truly are. We're reminding you to stop and look around and believe in something else, something more. Spirit has your back, Taurus. Spirit's got you, even those times that you feel like you're the only footprints in the sand. God's within, and you're never alone. Then we're going to keep going to our Geminis, messages for our lovely Geminis. The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you to the next step. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and let them keep moving. Greater is coming. There, my Geminis. So if you're in your season of separation, no, Spirit's got you there too. And that whatever it is that you're letting go, in your highest good and your highest order, Gemini. Cancerians, for this next 7 days, let's look at the message for our little crab. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and a sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories and new karma. So be careful with that, eh, little crabs? All right. Then we're going to go on to Leo, our lovely little Leos. And you know, all you fixed signs, those Leo, Aquarians, Tauruses, and Scorpios are all being hammered kind of hard right now. Hang in there. You're almost there, Leo. This is all going to show up, particularly around the house of partnership. The stressful situation is almost coming to an end. The universe is sending positive energy and financial help, miracles and life-changing blessings your way, Leo, for you and partner figures, anyone past, present kind of situation going on for you. Then we're going to go to our little Virgos, our hardworking little Virgos. Let's see what's going on there with all that Pisces energy in your house of partnership. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them the permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. Maybe from yourself, Virgo, not just from other people. I mean, deserving better starts with yourself, putting yourself first, making yourself the prime suspect, as they say. All right, Libra. Messages for Libra. Boy, that powerful eclipse, huh? And your full moon lunar eclipse. And then you have the sister eclipse coming in Aries. Hang on to your hats, everybody, because it's big stuff. And it could be lots of unexpected opportunities and unexpected challenges, right? Things coming out of the blue. But you're strong enough, Libra. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Woo, woo, Libra. But you're probably going like, Libras are all like, oh, but I wanted to talk about relationship. They're like, I don't care about the money. Anyway, I tease. But Scorpio, we got our lovely Scorpios. Let's see what energy is going on for our Scorpios. And so the universe needs you to get excited again. It needs you to remember that you're not in this thing alone. The universe is working on your challenges. You've been already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and just trust. The universe has got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending Spirit's got coming for you is going to rock your world. Boy, I'm sure all the Scorpios out there are going, homo, oh no. Because it's been a bumpy ride for those little Scorpios, really dealing with maybe matters of health, the house of health, and and commitments to those things and the discipline around those Scorpio. Then I go to Sagittarians, the message for Saggies. Don't lose sight of the truth. You came here to evolve and grow, so it is necessary to experience the difficult times. That when you will grow, that's when you'll grow the most. There is always light at the end of the dark tunnel, Sagittarians. And that could be feeling maybe some overwhelmed stuff, possibly with debt, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed with the responsibilities of life, right? That whole realization that, oh, I'm an adult now and my back hurts or something like that. All right, Sagittarius, and then we're going to go to Capricorns. Oh, our little Cappies. Let's see what the Spirit has for you this week. When the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be a turning point for what you have been waiting for. You're not going to take it no more, Caps. You're going to say, I'm not taking it no more. I'm not doing that. I'm totally not going to be in that space anymore. And so good for you. And that storm will come and clear that path for you. Aquarians, boy, oh boy, lots going on around Aquarians. Let's see what we got going on, Aquarians. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. That might have been the last few weeks. So hang in there, kids. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing, Aquarians. You have the power of Pluto revolutionizing all parts of your life. So it's a big deal for you guys. So keep hanging in there. Pisces, message for Pisces this week. Sun, moon, rising. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. And so let them talk. Who cares? What are they going to do about it, right? Let them say, let them talk. It's a realization for you, Pisces, who it is that does matter, who it is that has been on your side, who it is that has been giving you the good words, right? And so between these two eclipses, the one in Libra, that full moon lunar eclipse, which was gentle, and look at the last 24 hours on the news. Boy, there is some crazy stuff going on. I mean, what did P. Diddy run from? I'm not sure. That really sad. And my heart goes out to all the folks in Baltimore. At this moment, I woke up to that absolutely horrific news around that incident that has occurred in the last little while. And all kinds of unexpected little tidbits that are sort of coming out. And now, because we're between eclipses, we still have a really powerful one cutting across the U.S. and that Aries eclipse, and with the North Node of Destiny. So it's some pretty big stuff. And so I feel like the surprises aren't done, and I feel like maybe that huge lottery worth almost $1 billion gets won. Maybe there's some really big, also some big stuff showing up for a lot of folks throughout the U.S., throughout where they are, and through Canada. And so remember, be patient with people, because we're not at the full picture yet. The eclipses allow for us to have things revealed to us in very alarming ways. And so the other piece that comes in with the astrology over the next 7 to 10 days is this finger of Yod. And we're in kind of an interesting time because of a lot of these planets, Venus, Mars transiting, joining up with Uranus, joining up with Saturn, some unexpected elements, really sort of profound cycles coming to a close. Now go back to maybe 2009 in your time frame. 2009, around that time, might have been a big deal in your life if you were, hopefully old enough for that. But And I would even go back even a bit earlier to 1987 being a key time and a key cycle of closure. And if we look at global events, this was sort of preceding some huge economic shocks in the late 80s. And again, we're going to, and we might see that some repeats of that. And 2009, we're going to see certainly some interesting tech stuff. We're going to see some interesting stuff um, out of technology coming. And I feel like we could see some profound inventions coming to the forefront, even in the next 2 months. There's going to be some really key stuff coming forward under this lunar activity. So it's not all gloom and doom, because it's not. There's some really innovative energy, creative energy coming for people. So it's kind of exciting. Okay, again, you can find me at BerniceBissonPsychic.com. I've got Angela from Texas. Angela.
Hi.
Hello, Angela. My name is Bernice Bisson. And how
Hi,
can I
Bernice.
be of service to you today?
Well, I actually would like just and maybe a general overall reading. I am also in the process of making a big purchase, and I am just a little bit anxious about it. In relation to my life, I have some questions about my career. I was going to make a move recently, and it didn't happen, and it was very weird. I feel like there were people that had something to do with it not
Okay, well, let's,
happening. And
okay.
mm,
I'm hearing you feeling a bit stalled. You've got career and moves and big purchases, and you're kind of going deep in a couple of areas of commitment. And we need to reflect now. Can I ask just really quick if I could just have your day and month of your birthday?
May 5th.
Perfect, Taurus. Okay, let's explore. I'm an astrologer. I can spend an hour and a half in your birthday, May 5th. But I'm gonna just I'm gonna just I'm gonna kind of get to some key things around your timeline, because I want to give you some very key dates where you're gonna find that you better news. What feels like things have, like, you lost out, or there was missed opportunities, or missed communications. You dodged a bullet. You're just standing still, and it's because there's more information coming for you that I feel like is going to make you far more successful. And to be honest, I actually feel like April to July is more of your key time for changes, relocations, and moves. So starting in the month of April, we're almost here. But um, I'm not so much worried about things stalling, or what you felt like maybe an opportunity falling through. And sometimes when people are thrown in our path to be a challenge to us, here's the irony. They always wind up being a gift, because there's something that we learned, or something that may have delayed us. Maybe stopped us from catching the wrong plane, the wrong bus, the wrong people, the wrong situation. And I'm going to say, Taurus, you've got we're leading into your birthday, May 5th, and you're coming into a time where your birthday, May 5th, going forward to from 24 to 25, you're moving into a life cycle that you're, regardless of your plans, you are going to feel like you're kind of on your own with them, and that you're going to find the resolve, resources, the email, the name, the connection that you need. And interestingly enough, I actually feel the third week of April. So if I go into April 23rd, 24th, 25th, going right into your birthday, so that 2 week period, the last week of April, the first week of May, I feel like you are going to hear much better news. Your move or relocation, I feel like something is getting unlocked for you, that by September, October, when you look backwards, let's say even by the time you hit Scorpio, which is October, November, that third week in October to the third week in November, in that time frame, you're gonna be settling in and very relieved that things worked out the way they did. And I feel like if you were thinking, there's something key about January, maybe the end of January with the ball rolling forward, getting stalled. There's going to be a going over of papers, documents, agreements, those kinds of things over the next 3 weeks. And I'm going to say, I feel like it might be that things are solidified. You're able to catch a break. You're able to, I don't know, the decision feels like things are getting unlocked, particularly between April, the third week in April. There's something very key about it moving forward for you. So please don't feel discouraged. I feel like there's something you need to catch in terms of some details. Now, I'm going to go back to the career thing for a second, because I feel like offers and opportunities like in March, so this month, really solidify for June. And there could be a transition with your work or career that by June, there's something very real about offers and opportunities. And I do feel like you'll be able to, I don't know, there might be, I'm kind of confused by something. So this is what I'm confused by. I feel like you'll be working as part of a team, but you're very independent, or maybe you can have opportunities where you get to work remotely. Maybe you get to have different locations. There's something important about that piece around the work. And there's a key being unlocked with your work or your job or news around what's going on in the next 10 days. I'm going to say 2 weeks from now, you've heard the news. There's something getting very much solidified around your work or this work opportunity, Angela, that I feel good about. I feel like it seems to work out well in your favor. And I actually think, I'm sorry, say that again.
Does it look like it's a new job or the same one, just something different here?
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is a large organization and it's going to be something that could be similar, a new opportunity that opens up within the same, like there's more than one opportunity, in fact, like more than one job opening. And it does feel like you wind up some sort of team lead of a team, leading some people, not, CEO or nothing, not like that, but like you wind up another team, and it actually feels really positive. So I feel like what didn't, and I just want to say something. You mentioned something about you were worried about people having worked against you. And you know what the irony is that maybe they did it because they didn't want to lose you. Maybe the people that weren't helpful to you are the place you're leaving, or people that didn't want to lose you, And so just recognize that as much as you might want to make this change or go, I feel like the powers that be that are right now are having a trouble releasing you, or need your skills. And so I don't know. I just feel like by September, my girl, you're smiling about all of it, and you realize that it worked out better than you thought, particularly around the money piece. And that's going to really solidify in July. Like June your job gets, the change really happens, but by July, you're starting, maybe the paycheck comes in. Maybe you're starting to see the change there. And thank you. And thank you for calling in and to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck Television. And I'm Bernice Bisson Psychic. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Bernice. Thank you.
Lots of love and blessings. Now I've got, I believe, a Holly in the UK.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Bernice Bisson, and how may I be of service to you today?
Well, I was hoping I could possibly contact someone from the other side.
Okay. You know, it's funny because the only thing that I had in my head when you said that was a man like a little red fox, like a dog.
Oh.
So that's what I had
Hmm.
in mind was this man and a little foxy dog. I don't know. Um,
Oh.
okay, so take a moment, bring that person to mind, bring things to mind. And I want you to begin by counting backwards from 7 out loud slowly. Take a deep breath and you can start counting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. So the first thing I want to say is that I got to stick with the first man. There was a man who had passed away. I'm going to go back to the last 4 to 10 years, like he wasn't that long ago. And he came to pick up a woman who was not well. And
Hmm.
this woman who was not well, I feel like they now show up together. And this man, he's the first to show up, and he shows up with this little foxy dog. I don't know why the fox dog or the symbol of the fox keeps showing up in my mind. And that,
Oh.
uh, I'm sorry.
I just said, oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Sorry. Sometimes it cuts out a little bit and I feel like I miss a word, but, and
Yeah,
so,
that's no problem.
there is, so this man who's passed a while ago shows up, and there's a woman who wasn't well, who was older, who passed. Those are the first two. And I almost feel like if I'm talking about grandparents, where I think about this lady not long ago and this man a while ago. And this man and the dog, I don't know what the reference is to that, but he keeps kind of showing up that way. The big message I keep getting that there's a couple important things that might be going on around right now that might need attention. The first one is moves and changes of home with family or yourself. And this would show up as, if it's not recent, it's going to be showing up soon, that there'll be decisions that even by October may show up around that.
Right.
There's going to be an important name that there's a D like David and a J. And those, I felt like a male's name, like a James or something. Sorry, I keep dropping stuff here. And I feel like those two names are going to come up really important, particularly in the next little while. And that there's going to be a decision in October and around a move. And there's also something about needing to be really mindful who you're trusting right now, maybe with money or trusting, leaving details to others. That it may not be a good idea right now. That I feel like you might
Right.
find that the ball is getting dropped, or that money details, plans, papers, things are getting dropped. That I don't know. I feel like could cause some issues in a little bit. There's the announcement now. There's so if I may, I'm going to kind of back up myself for a second.
Yeah.
This there's supposed to be 3 of you. If I thought of you, my lovely lady, and then 2 others that would show up as family
Right.
and in immediate family. And this lady who passed, there's a wedding showing up. You're going to hear about this news pretty soon, like in the next, I'm going to say 18 months. And I almost feel like if this is like the sibling or the cousin, it seems to be showing up around your family. And I almost feel like the thought of roses and rose and I don't know. This lady, the one that didn't pass that long ago. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull her out of thin air. So I apologize. But there's something being communicated very shortly, even in the next 8 weeks, 8 months around this celebration. And it's through a female member of your family that you're going to hear from in the next little bit. That
Oh,
there is, when I go back to people taking care of the details of things, that I feel like you have to be really mindful who you might be trusting with details. It could come up around money, insurance, the details of some banking, taxes, finance, something about that you might have to sort out a flurry of activity around that doesn't, it feels like you're sorting out some problems, where you'll sort out some details. And this is even going to show up even April, May, like maybe in about 6 weeks or so. So just to be really mindful about that coming up.
yeah.
The last piece, that if I just think about messages that I'm just sort of pulling in, is about some conflict with a man, like a living guy, and
Oh.
some conflict that might come in, that a bit surprising, like he'll come in very pushy, he'll come in very kind of domineering, kind of just rolling over, not really listening to plans. And I feel like he could be a bit of a challenge that you might have to deal with, in terms of, I don't know, this woman wants me to pay attention to it. So like he has a bunch of problems that come up that you're going to have to solve. And that, I don't know, that it doesn't feel very grateful. Like it feels like, oh, shoot, like, oh shoot, I'm going to have to kind of deal with that. The last piece that kind of keeps coming up is the thought of going through a scrapbook, going through like a photo book, photo albums, and sorting a bunch of pictures. And I feel like you're going to be asked to make a collage of pictures and I feel like it's for this celebration coming up. And I feel like June is really key around some of this coming in, but going through and sorting out old like cards and pictures and photos and things like that showing up. I only have about 30 seconds, so I'm going to leave you with this. Aside from, I know you're an H, there's another H that keeps coming up. There's a G and there's 2 A's, AA. I'm not sure, like in terms of the letters that were sort of showing up around what we're talking about. And I want to just leave you with that you are loved, and know that whatever's coming up, that there's a big celebration, that just know that this lady's going to be at it. Okay? And
thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm sending you lots of love. And thank you. And we will see everybody next Tuesday for Psychic Tuesday with Sweet Bee. And we will talk to you in 7 days. Stay safe, stay warm.